Hello everyone, I hope you're doing good, and if not good, then great. I'm so excited to record this video in particular simply because I have tried 5 times to record this video. Love everybody to death, but I've gotten a phone call, text message, my battery almost died. Everything is stopping me from saying what I have to say today. But I'm finally here getting to record this video. So I'm really excited. This week has been great. I mean, I took my last 2 finals for the semester. I'm crossing another semester off my list of grad school. I'm so thankful and blessed. I have been having conversations with like all of my friends, best friends, just catching up, FaceTiming, talking, watching some cool shows online, developing my Spanish. I've been really into Duolingo. And so this past week, on top of all of that, me and my coworker, we did a bet. We did like a little challenge, and she bet to like give up something for a week, and then I had to bet to give up something for a week, and whoever obviously did it through fruition would get $20, and who didn't would have to pay the other person. Or if we both win, we just keep our money, or if we both lose, we have to exchange money. Thankfully, I gave up sweets. I have a terrible sweet tooth. I'm one of those people like, let me just get a little something sweet real quick before I go to sleep. Some chocolate. Let me try that new Panera cinnamon roll. Ooh, let me just stop real quick and get a donut. You know, I just love sweets. And so I feel like I go harder in working out when I know I eat something sweet. So that's probably why. But I was so good at the challenge that I was able to stick it out through the entire week, not eat any sweets until yesterday. Kind of just like went crazy with the cookies. But I was able to stick to it, and I was so proud of myself for sticking to it. And I feel like it really spoke to me when I was having the conversation with my coworker. She said to me like, is this you getting back to that discipline? And I was like, discipline? What are you talking about? And she was like, you remember, you were talking about discipline. You were recording that video one day and you were talking about discipline. And it was interesting. I had completely forgotten the very first day, like she had started working here. I was recording my It's Mo Time video talking about how my word for the year was discipline. This was right around like the start of the year, and how I was gonna really focus on the word discipline. I was so headstrong starting off the year. I was doing like my ab challenge. I was eating right. Like the sweets wasn't even a question back then. I was like sticking to having a very balanced diet. I was going in the gym. Like I was headstrong on being disciplined. I was trying to be accountable for my goals for 2020. I was so serious about reaching them. And when she said that, I was like, yeah, I guess this is like the starting point to me getting back to like being as passionate about my 2020 goals as I was in the beginning of the year, by really focusing on being more disciplined. And thankfully I was able to make it through the week, and I was able to really speak to myself throughout all of those weak moments where I really wanted to get something sweet, like, Mo, like, come on, it's only 1 week, you got it. And so I even like went back to my 2020 goals as a whole and was like trying to figure out, why did I pick discipline as like my word for the year? Why was that? And I think with all of my 2020 goals, the intention behind all of those goals that I set for myself all correlate back to being disciplined. Like in order to, one of my goals, for example, was to go to a women's revival. And that just requires discipline in my faith walk, to be able to continuously seek God and find a women's revival. I didn't want to just go to any women's revival, but I wanted to have an opportunity where I can connect with other women and God obviously be the focus of our conversation. And in the non-traditional sense, I actually feel like I can cross that off my bucket list for the year, simply because of the fact that I've been so disciplined in my faith throughout this entire quarantine process. I have been, going to my devotional, constantly praying, really just asking God to give me peace through this whole time. And so I have been in a Bible study group, And I guess he wouldn't really describe it as a revival, but the way that the Spirit captivates our conversations each and every time is essentially like a revival to me. And I feel like we've had like true transformations among the women that I've been connected to. And before this quarantine, I didn't know anyone in that group besides one person. And a year ago, I didn't know anybody in that group. And so I'm like, wow, my intentions behind it was focused on discipline. And I've already crossed off one of my 2020 goals. I've crossed off multiple of them actually, but I've crossed off some of my 2020 goals simply because of the fact that when I have that discipline and my intention is all focused in that discipline, I'm able to get things done. So as you go through this upcoming week, I want you to think back to not only what your 2020 goals are, but what intention did you have behind setting those 2020 goals? And is your intention still the same throughout this whole quarantine, coronavirus process, pandemic? Because I think that's really important as we move forward throughout this year, because although we don't know when this quarantine is going to be over, this whole pandemic is going to end, that does not change the fact that the year is still going to be moving and the dates and the months are still going to be passing us. And so your goals are still going to be set for the year 2020. Can you still cross things off your list, although the normalcy of what you expected it to be like has changed? Have a wonderful week. I really, really hope that you're able to tell me next week that you did not have such a good week, but you had a great week with showers of blessings coming to your front door, friends and family loving on you like no other. I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.